Reese here, working with Nick Reese. We just put a head guard on him real quick. That way, when I grab onto the helmet, it's going to simulate, like if I grabbed his ear or if I grabbed his hair. That way, we can kind of go over the hair grab scenario. This is going to be mainly for people with short hair or someone that's grabbing from like the back of your head, like if they're grabbing your top of your head and pulling it back. Now, this goes for people with long hair too. It's just the distance is a little bit different because if you have a long ponytail, if I gave him something that'd be like a long ponytail, it'd be a little different. But you can work with that too. You can tape something on, you can kind of tie something on that gives that long feel. That way you can pull that from a distance. Like if, basically this is mainly for women, that if they're, they're walking away and the man goes, grabs them by the ponytail, they still have the option to do this. The difference is the step's going to be much bigger, and she might want to turn, and actually, if she turns sharper, like if I'm in a different situation where, I wish now I had something for long hair. If I have something here, I pull his head back, I'm just, you know what? There is something. I'm going to use this. Hold on just a second. The strap here is a little bit longer. If I got a hold of this, whether this would be like mid-length ponytail, not full length, be about right in the middle of a ponytail here. If I pull back at a distance like this, the one move that we're about to do may not work so hot because it's not going to be at his thing, and more than likely they're going to be pulling to get the head to be turning this way, like it's doing him. At least it's just not hurting him, at least. And what's going to happen is she could just turn and kick, stomp down if there's distance. Now, if that's too far, she's got short stuff like little legs. She can still turn, wrap that arm, and as she does the arm, she can come in and start hitting and kneeing. The reason why I say wrap that arm is because now she can wrap that arm, turn the body, and even if that was the case, she could do whatever she wanted. Now, with that arm trapped, yeah, they could kick from this point, boom, and whatever she wanted. Okay. Now, if she wanted to just snap the arm, that can happen. Okay. All right. Now, for short hair, we'll go into a long hair one later on, a little bit more in depth. Short hair, like if I'm taking his head and I'm just trying to smash it into something, like the guy's grabbing the head and I'm trying to put it into a wall, you might be able to brace up against the wall and just extend your back leg, just do a back kick into the leg or whatever you can find. You can go like this, and as soon as you see how it is, I can't even reach him now. And if I was like, come here, and he bounced himself forward, bracing against the wall, boom, he just collapsed my leg, and I'm out of the reach. Now I'm out of reach. But this is more for a pull instead of right away smashing. This is a pull to get ready to smash you into something, or pull to pull you back into a punch. So I'm grabbing your hair to pull you back. So I pull him back so he just follows that pull, boom, and into my face. He's keeping this hand up to guard on his way in, so that way if I throw a punch, he's still got this coming. And he's got me trapped with his leg between my leg, and at the same time he is already in another attack. Using this as well. So if he comes on the inside of me, this hand can come up and spear right into me and knock me back, even if I'm trying to throw a wide hook. I'm already into this. I'd have to be coming straight, and if I come straight and he's throwing an elbow, this elbow coming at full speed is going to actually damage my hand before it hurts him. And trust me, if he hits me with this, I'm probably going to let go. An elbow coming and smashing me in my chin is going to make me let go. Another option is he's going to go to the outside of the arm, and I pull him again, I pull him back, he's just going to spin to the outside of the arm, and he's trapping here and hitting here. Do it from this angle over here now. So again, I pull here, he goes to the outside, okay, see, right there, boom. He's already walked into it. Now, he doesn't have to leave that arm just draped over. He could wrap that arm, do whatever he wanted with it. If he wants to wrap the arm, that's the whole thing. He just come around, wrap the arm, and now boom, now he's in a position to, if he wants to, he can just take me down, throw me down. He's got, you know, he can just come here, drop his elbow into my shoulder, take me down this way. There's a lot of things he can do. So hair grabs, it's trying to ignore the pain and the fact that someone's going to jerk your head around. That's why I suggest wearing headgear, so that way you're not hurting your people, but you're getting them used to their head going forward and back and being jerked around. Works for side pulls, and I just work the same way. I just like working with going into the motion of it, because if I go into the motion of it, it doesn't hurt as bad. And some people want to trap this hand. I say, why bother? I mean, you can trap the hand. Go ahead and trap the hand. Trap the hand and then do your techniques if you want to. So yeah, there is this. But at the same time, I can't guarantee that this person's going to let go, or that I'm going to be able to even reach that wrist or get my hand around it. If that person's much bigger than me, trust me, just getting jerked back, you're probably going to lose your balance and your hands will flail out, or it'll be an automatic response. So the best thing to do is honestly just cover your face, because that punch is probably coming. Okay, so just have a cover up by your head. So basically, whichever way you turn, that hand has to be up to give you a frame of cover. So that way, if you have a cover by your head, I'm going to be throwing a punch, and he can turn it around into something else. Doesn't have to be an elbow. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be an elbow. It can be an overhand right. If I come in and cover, if he grabs me, go ahead, grab me, and I pull back and I go here, boom, to that. See, I'm glad he has a helmet on. I come in here, and I just hit with my elbow, and then I do an overhand. Boom. Okay, if I go to the outside, same thing. He grabs my head, I go to the outside. What am I going to do? I'm going to hit his arm to offset him. So if I hit his arm, boom. Again, I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm raking his face. Either way, I'm over here, and I can go this way, or I can just turn my body, get that arm extended, and put him down on the ground. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of things you can do. This is just for an open, if we're having a confrontation, okay? So train safe, use headgear as much as you can, use safety gear as much as you can to try to at least simulate the aggression and basically the shaking around of an actual offensive movement. And always move around. Don't let the person give it to you. Don't let like if I grab Nicky for real, the benefit of having a helmet is I'm not grabbing his head for real. But if I jerked him back real hard this way, he'd have to learn how to react from that jerking point, rather than me going softly every time and then him doing it. Because the violent motion is actually, you know, come here. And then he's already into that motion. So that way if it happens in a fight, which that's what it's going to be like, he can react like it's going to already spark that psychological trigger. Okay? Train safe, train smart, be aware.